So when we work on us, when we work on our individuality and our self-improvement, then kind of our whole universe starts to come into play. And we start to be able to think better, we see things better, our outlook is better. I remember that when I started to write my books, that I had gone on a 10-day cleanse because I wanted to change the way I physically looked and felt. Started to grow old, feel old, look old, be old. And I said, no, that's not me. That's not the person that I envisioned myself to be. And so I decided to take responsibility for my life and actually change things. And that's the first step. When we realize that we do have the power to change things in our life for us, because no one's going to do it. It's got to be us. And so I decided that I was going to set aside a time a day that would be me time, just me. No one else could have me. No one could reach me. There was no phone. There was no interaction with anyone else. I just took a specific period of time and I just focused on myself to get myself into the physical shape that I wanted to. And during that physical transformation, it actually became evident to me that it was more of a mental transformation more so than a physical. Because as I started to overcome my mental weaknesses and deficiencies and inabilities and self-imposed barriers that I had put on myself, the physical followed. And it was during that time that I started to see who I truly could become. And this was after years and years of having success in business and raised a great family, but I still was missing something. And I realized it was my mental blocks that I had created for myself, these excuses that we come up with, that was kind of impeding me from reaching the potential that I felt was there for me. You see, all of us have this great potential. See, God doesn't pick winners and losers. He actually wants all of us to succeed, and He puts within all of us special gifts and traits and characteristics and things that are only specific to us, unique to us. And this life that we live is that one ability that we have to find out what those gifts are and how to bring them forward within our life to bless ourselves, to bless others around us. And so it was during this transformation that mentally I started to see those things that I needed to do and change within my life. And so I wasn't so focused on the how to become successful or how to change this in my life. I more focused on the me, what I needed to do, what weaknesses I needed to overcome. You see, my mind always gave up before my body did. During my transformation, which was a health, related transformation, was limiting the things I ate, changing some lifestyles, becoming more physically active. And it was always my mind that gave up. It was always my mind that wanted to stop. And it was never my body. I mean, when forced to, our body can do incredible things, but it's our mind that's where all the battles are fought. And there's a whole series and section on mind and the battle for the mind that I'd like to go over later. I hope you're getting something out of these short little video clips. Subscribe down below, become a subscriber. I'd love to have you along with this journey. But I really feel that there's a lot that needs to take place within our life in order to give us the strength to succeed. And that success is what we personally define. And the greatest part is no one defines that for us but ourselves. Worst critic, right? We're also our best cheerleader. When it comes down to it, it all falls upon our shoulders to make things happen. And the great Tony Robbins, motivational speaker, said, work on your gifts and the bounty will follow. See, just work on the gifts that God gave you, those that are apparent and those that are well hidden, deeply hidden, that you didn't know are even there. Don't be don't be that person on his deathbed who looks about him and languishes in frustration of all the things that he could have done, would have, should have done with this great life that he was given, but he didn't do it. Les Brown gives a great analogy of a man on his deathbed, and surrounded by him are all of his dreams and talents and things that were his to have in this life, and they looked down on him and they said, you could have given us life, You had the potential to do these great things and you didn't. That's your personal purgatory. That's when you realize that you could have done so much more with this beautiful life that's been given to you, but because of some inadequacy or weakness or frailty or mental deficiency block that you put within yourself, that you didn't allow those talents to come forward. But there is hope, and there is a way to get beyond that and to work on yourself. Working on yourself every day to improve yourself, regardless of your age, your gender, your economic situation, where you were born, or what things have happened in your life, should not stop you from becoming the person you're meant to be. That is truly what our life is about. Becoming that person, the best version of ourselves. And I hope you come along with me on this journey, because I think it's going to be an eye-opener for you. It has been for me. Things will change when within us we realize we have the power to do it. So that's all for now. My name is Joe Berardi. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I hope that you find there's some value in this. And I'll talk to you next time. Aloha.